Daddy, I told you we could do it. You know what the odds were against this one? 400,065 to 1.
Isn't it incredible?
No, it just proves my system works. You've been feeding that cat again, haven't you?
Well, nobody else does.
Well, I don't want him around my bird.
But that bird can look after himself. He's vicious.
Indian ringnecks are meant to be vicious.
What a lot of nonsense. Don't you understand? We won. We won the big one. Last month, it was an all-expenses-paid trip for two to Las Vegas.
Las Vegas? Who wants to go there?
They change it every month.
But look, this is the main prize of the year. That's what it says.
Για να το δω.
What kind of prize do they give?
All kinds of things. Trips, cars, houseboats. It can be anything.
So long as it's not Las Vegas. I was there in 1953. It was the pits.
Why don't they tell you what the prize is?
That's the problem. They do that on the show.
Show? What show? What do you mean?
Yeah, Mum, Nikos and I, we're going to be on television.
On television? Come on, come on. Dinner is ready.
So what are you going to wear on telly?
Oh, I don't know yet.
Aren't you nervous?
No, what for?
I'd be terrified. Anyway, we're all going to watch you. What do you think you've won? Probably one of those romantic cruises. You know, for singles or young couples.
Yeah, Night Under the Stars with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Or Sylvester Stallone.
Idiots.
I reckon you should do something with your hair for it, like spray it with one of those colour things, or get a hairpiece. It'd look unreal.
Hey, what did you win?
Oh, we don't know yet. We've got to find out on Saturday. We're going to be on telly.
Who's we?
Nikos and I, stupid.
Can I come too?
Oh, with my parents there and everything. No, you better not.
Okay, I'll see you later then.
See ya. Bye.
Hey, look, there's Nikos.
Yeah, that's him, all right.
What are you doing in my room?
I know you're only 12 years old, but don't you think it's time you started to behave like other kids?
What are you talking about?
People are going to think you're a monkey.
Everything looks much better from up there.
Have you finished my maths homework?
I'm working on it. It doesn't fit, Mum. It's too big.
You'll grow into it. You don't want me to throw it away in a year.
Καλύτερα μεγάλο παρά μικρό, παιδί μου.
Το ακούς τι λέει ο άνθρωπος.
Hey, Mum, what do you think?
Makes you look a bit old.
Yeah, too ugly.
Well, just look at yourself, Einstein.
Hey, what about a hat? One of those with a huge feather and a pair of built-in sunglasses.
Stop it, you two.
Great, isn't it?
I thought we were going to use spray.
No, you can't with your hair.
Where did you get it?
It's my sister's. Go and face the mirror.
You sure about this?
Oh, look, of course I'm sure. Don't worry. Michael rang me this arvo.
Did he?
Yeah, he was scared to get your dad if he rang here.
What did he want?
See why he went round the shops.
I can't go on Saturdays. He knows that.
Yeah, well, I think he's mad at you.
It's not my fault.
Come on. And the other one. That's it. You look beautiful. A big boy. Come on, look at yourself.
I can't go like this, Mum. It's silly. I look ridiculous.
No, you don't. You look beautiful.
Oh, that stuff stinks.
Oh, no.
That's better. It takes 4 seconds.
Press this button. That's it.
Holy moly.
Christos και Παναγία Sophia, what have you done to your hair?
It's just a hairpiece, Mrs. Georgiades. It's not bleached or anything.
You look like a cockatoo.
You can't go like that.
Oh, it's too late now. We've got to go.
Not before I take a picture. Quick, over there. Monica, you too. Hey, Grandpa, where are you? Get in the picture. That's it. Just a minute. That's better. Now, everybody stand still. Everybody smile, eh?
There you go. She has lovely hair.
She shouldn't wear it like that.
But why, Mum? Everybody does.
Yeah, that's why they all look the same.
Well, it's better to look like somebody than to look like nobody.
Okay, your turn.
Come on.
This way. In you go.
I think he's nervous.
You'll be fine.
Come on, this is your big chance.
Go away.
Could you do something about his face?
Why don't you shut up?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Good evening and welcome to the Lucky Aussie Show. As usual, we're about to meet this week's Lucky Aussies. But firstly, remember last Saturday we met that lovely lady, Doreen Williams?
Λες να είναι το
Later in the
σωστό
show,
κανάλι.
we'll be having an
Βέβαια,
interview with
βλάκας
Doreen,
είμαι.
director
Εγώ
of
κι εγώ είμαι
the
βλάκας.
Hawaiian Islands, and find out exactly what it's like to be luxuriating on the beaches of Waikiki and having a fantastic time. But right now, let's meet our first big winners. And this time, folks, it is the Devco Premier Lucky Lottery of the Year. And there are two winners, and their brother and sister. And wait for this, they're only 12 and 13 years old. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please make welcome Nikos and Sophie Georgiades. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Lovely kids. Well, Nikos and Sophie, welcome to the show. First prize in the Devco lottery. That's quite a stroke of luck for a couple of kids your age. Are you excited, Nick? You bet you are.
What
And how
have
about
they
you,
done to
Sophie?
Nikos?
It's terrific.
Well, let's find out
Look at
more
his
about
hair.
you two, shall we?
He
Tell me,
never
what
combs his
prompted
hair.
you to enter the Devco lottery
They
this
put
time
them
around?
through makeup.
We always
They always do that.
And
The
who
boy
bought the
doesn't
ticket?
need makeup.
I did, and Nikos worked on the numbers.
So I hear. Your mother tells me you're a bit of a whiz on the computer, Nikos. As a matter of fact, you got your computer numbers correct on your computer at home. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right, he did. We knew we'd win it one day, didn't we, Nikos?
Incredible. What a great couple of kids. Well, let's move on to the highlight of the show, where we find out exactly what kind of a surprise we have in store for you kids. Melissa, if you don't mind. Are you excited, kids? This is what you've won. First prize is, now wait for it, it is 1,000 acres of beautiful bushland in Western Australia's scenic southwest.
1,000 acres of land?
In Western Australia. That's the end of the earth. I was there in 1900. Anyway, what can one do with 1,000 acres of land in Western Australia, huh?
What are you talking about? The kids have won a fortune. Έλα. Στην υγειά μας.
Στην υγειά μας, γεια χαρά.
Όπα! Γεια μας!
We are going. Come on, Nico.
Hey, guess what? They have rednecks in Western Australia, right around where our land is.
Come on, we're going to be late.
They're a different sort to the one I've got, a darker band around the neck. And there are millions of them. Farmers shoot them on the side. Incredible, isn't it? It's legal and everything.
Nikos, just shut up.
Get in there.
Oh, congratulations. You must be very proud. I wish I had a couple of kids as smart as these, eh? Well, have a seat. Have a seat. Yeah. Oh, Nico, you must tell me how this computer system of yours works sometime, eh? A bit shy, is he? Yeah, well, it's a beaut piece of land. Most of it's timbered bushland. Amazing wildlife. Even got a house on it. Here, have a look.
What kind of wildlife?
You name it, it's got it. Now, here are the papers. This one's the trust deed. As the kids are minors, you'll have to hold the land in trust for them, Mr. Georgialis. Just read them through. Then we'll get your trip organised.
Trip? What trip?
Oh, we always do an interview with the winners after they've won the prize. It's up to the producer how and where. In this case, he wants to do it right there on the land. So, we're sending you kids and a chaperone off to Western Australia. All expenses paid. That's if you want to go.
Yeah, that sounds great.
How much do you think this land is worth? I mean, if you put it on the market, how much do you expect to get for it?
Well, it's officially valued at $100 an acre.
That's $10,000.
No, it isn't, Dad. It's $100,000.
Correct. $100,000.
$30?
I told you not to park here.
Who cares, Mom? We just won $100,000.
No, we didn't. We won 1,000 acres of land.
It's incredible.
$30 is still $30.
Hi, Michael.
I thought you were coming to watch me playing the footy.
Oh, we've been so busy I didn't have time.
Don't you care anymore?
Of course I care. I care a lot about you.
I reckon this lottery business has gone to your head. You know that?
Don't be stupid.
And I'm not good enough for you. That's what I reckon.
I said don't be stupid.
Sophia!
Oh, I've got to go.
You going to Monica's party?
I can't. We'll be in Western Australia. We have to see our land.
What?
We have to.
Sophia!
Peter is right, that house is going to go for under $250 with a swimming pool and half an acre of land.
Ωραία. But where do we get $250,000?
Peter thinks we can get 100 for this place. Together with 100 from the land in Western Australia, we are in business.
We don't need a swimming pool.
It's for the kids. What do you think I worked my tail off?
What's wrong with this house?
There is nothing wrong with this house. We're talking about an investment here. Look, if Yanis wants to sell before the auction and Peter can get us a good deal, we're crazy not to buy. At auction, this place can fetch $300,000. Wait till you see it.
Sophia, Nico, dinner is ready.
Λίγο κρασάκι, παππού.
Και βέβαια, πώς. Δεν οδηγάμε σήμερα.
Βέβαια.
Βάλε και τη Σελήνη.
Βεβαίως κι εγώ.
Έλα και εσύ, Ελένη.
Όχι πολύ, όχι πολύ.
Στην υγειά μας.
Και όχι νερά στη φιλιά σας
I worked it out, you know. It's...
Άντε, σιγεία. Άντε.
Listen! I worked it out. It's 3,407 kilometres from here to the land. That's from our house here to the eastern boundary of the property.
Where in Western Australia is it? South, north, or what?
It's almost exactly south of Perth. Precisely 312 kilometres.
That's farther than from Athens to Crete.
What's that got to do with it?
Have you ever sailed from Athens to Crete?
No, of course not.
Well, I have, and it's a long, long way.
I wish Grandad didn't have to come with us. He's so old-fashioned.
You mean he's so Greek?
No, that's not what I mean.
What's wrong with being Greek?
Nothing. What I meant was, he won't fly in an airplane. And do you know how long it's going to take us in a bus?
Yeah, 2 days, but at least you see something along the way.
Have you got my maths homework?
You know, it's about time you grew up and learned to do it by yourself.
What are you doing, Nikos?
Looking something up.
What's all this?
This is the trust deed for the land Sophia and I won. Gives Dad the right to hold it till we're 18. Do you know anything about legal terms?
Not really.
It's okay. I think I've got it anyway.
Well, what about your trip out west? Are you excited about it?
Did you know that they have their own species of ringneck parrots out there? Did you know that?
No. Well, that should make it interesting for you.
Look, I've been in real estate for 20 years. I've never seen anything like it, Con. I'll tell you something. It's confidential. Jana's wife walked out on him. She's crazy. Anyway, now he's got to sell. And we can get in there first if we're quick about it. I reckon I could sell your place pretty fast. Look, we won't do anything drastic, but let's have a look at your place. We know the area. We sold one around the corner last week. Remember the one around the corner, Con? We got 20,000 more than we expected. A lot of business people in the area these days. You'd be... What's this?
This is Greece.
Yeah, I know that. Who did it?
I did.
It's great. Hi. Could pull the price down, though. People are funny. Anyway, we could always paint over it easy enough. Take this wall out, we'd have a really nice big room here.
But Dad put that up 3 years ago.
What's out there?
Just the backyard.
Mind if I have a look?
No, go right ahead.
G'day.
G'day.
What sort of bird's that?
It's an Indian ringneck. It's actually named Citriculus carmeri.
Right. Not very tame, is he?
I like them like that. They're not supposed to be tame.
Why don't you let him go then?
Go? Go where?
Anyway, nice piece of land. Room for a pool if you get rid of the shed.
But my grandfather lives there.
What do you think, Peter?
Good location, Con. Needs a bit of work, though. What do you think it's worth?
Well, you told me 100,000.
You never know, Con. We'll do our best anyway.
What a jerk. We're not going to sell this house, are we?
Well, Dad wants to buy the Yannis's.
What's that?
It's a modern place with a swimming pool and everything.
What's wrong with this place?
Dad wants to sell the land if we let him.
He can't. Dad, you can't sell the land. Not until we're both 18. It says so here.
Let me see that.
Clause 14. See, right there. That's what being held in trust means.
But surely you can change that if all agreed or something.
No, it's impossible. You'll see if you read it.
Give me the phone. Give it to me. Hello? What? Who is this? Michael who? What do you want from her? You've got the wrong number. Who is this Michael McSomething?
He's a friend of mine, Dad.
You too young for boys. Michael Mac what?
McKimmy.
McKimmy? What kind of a name is this? Don't give me any trouble, Sophia. I've got enough trying to sort this thing out.
I hope we could buy the Yannis's, Dad. It'd be great.
Well, we'll see. We have to convince your mother first.
Sure there's nobody home?
This is what I call the good life. It's a bit noisy though.
That's the lawnmower next door, stupid.
No, I mean the freeway next door, stupid.
Not too short, please.
You might have said you're going to have a decent haircut. If you come over, it would be easy. You know, the more you cut it, the thicker they grow. Look at thin eggs. When we wear kids, you cut off all once a month, so you're lucky.
I wouldn't mind that.
Of course you would. Look on you, when you go on your trip.
Next week.
You're lucky. I haven't been out of a shop for 20 years.
Why not?
Well, as your father been out of a shop for 10 years, kids of this day don't know what work is. I tell you one thing, Nikos, if your father going to sell his house, he's crazy. What you got now, nobody can take away from you. That's my philosophy.
I think he's going to drop the idea.
Well, if you had all that money, what would you do with it?
Send Mum back to Greece, I guess. She wants to go.
What about Dad?
Buy him a new car. He needs a new car. He works all the time. Never has any fun.
Nothing wrong with today's work, Nick. Anyway, you haven't said what you like. Must be something you wanted. Kids are all the same.
I'd like another Indian ringneck. A female so I could breed them.
What do you want another bird for? You got one already. You see my point?
Okay.
Let me see. Ah, that's much better.
No, it isn't.
Where is your sister?
I don't know. Putting on her makeup, I suppose.
Are you fighting?
No.
Yes, you are. You've been at each other all week. What are you fighting about?
I'm not fighting.
You go and get some apples. Come on.
Eleni, guess what? Somebody was on the line from a timber mill in Western Australia.
How did they find this number?
They want to value the timber on the land.
Timber? What timber?
You know, the trees. I reckon that could be worth quite a lot.
Yeah, well, I think your son's right about selling the land. You can't. Nobody can until they're 18.
Well, that's crazy. What kind of a contract is that?
It's a standard contract, Con. That's what they all are.
Yeah, okay. But what about the trees? It's clause 14, I think.
That's okay. There's nothing here that says you can't use the land any way you want. And I'll tell you what, Con. 1,000 acres of timber could be worth a mint. When do they get back to you?
In a few days.
Look, I'll keep Yana sweet until then, but I tell you what, mate, he's getting edgy.
You gonna write to me?
I'll only be gone a week.
Why can't I come with you then?
Sure thing, you know what my dad would say about that.
Well, he can't stop me buying a ticket.
It's not just the ticket, Michael. You'd have to have somewhere to stay.
Well, where are you staying?
We're official guests. We'd be in a big hotel. It'd be too expensive for you.
Told you this whole thing was going to your head.
What are you talking about?
You want a rich boyfriend, that's what. A Greek too. Will you just find yourself one then?
Michael!
Well, if you're so worried, why don't you go with them?
You know I can't.
Yes, you could. You could fly and meet them there.
You know how much that costs? Besides, if anyone should go, it should be you. You are their father. Nikos is only 12. He's just a child.
He's a boy. He'll be all right. Sophia is the one to worry about.
Aren't you worried?
Your father can look after them just fine. The television people are going to be there. They'll be perfectly safe, Eleni.
Why aren't you sleeping?
I've nearly got it worked out, Mum.
Shh, what?
Please, never cut the power supply to my room. You won't touch it, will you?
I promise you.
And look after my Indian ringneck.
Of course I will.
All you have to do is check the water every day and make sure he has enough food.
Okay. Now you go to sleep. It's late. Good night.
Good night, Mum.
What are you doing, Mum?
You too. Why aren't you asleep?
I'm working on it.
You've got a long day ahead of you.
Yeah, long 2 days.
You be careful, won't you?
Yes, Mum.
Look after Nikos.
Of course I will.
Okay. Good night, Koritaki. Good night. Switch off the lights.
Tell Michael not to be stupid.
Oh, well, don't worry about it.
Γεια σου, Ευγένεια. Καλό ταξίδι και να βρεθείς τα παιδιά, Καλό ταξίδι. Έλα, Νικολάκη.
Τι είναι αυτό? Ποιος το βάλει εδώ πέρα?
Well, I don't know.
Ποιος ξέρει λοιπόν?
Well, I didn't do it.
I'm not stupid, okay? You go and get that friend of yours, Peter, and tell him to come right now and take it off.
Okay, I go
Don't
call
okay
him.
me, you go right now. Δεν είμαστε καλά.
Yes, okay. Thank you very much. Bye.
Who was that?
They valued the timber on the land.
How much is it worth?
Well, have a guess.
I don't know.
Nearly $70,000. It's amazing.
Just for some trees?
Yes, and they're sending us a contract. Look, your father can check it out. I told him he'll be there in a couple of days. That's good news, isn't it?
Where'd you get this?
Royal Motor Club. I rode away for it.
Grandad, you're okay?
I'm having the time of my life. What do you think?
Come on. What would you be doing if you were at home? This is exciting.
Did you know that our land is on exactly the same latitude as Cape Town in South Africa?
That's extremely interesting.
You don't understand. It can be very important.
Pretty flat, isn't it?
Gets worse.
How do you know?
You can tell when you sail along the coast. Nothing there. A bit like Morocco.
We're miles from the coast.
A good sailor only needs to look at the coast to know what's beyond.
Captain Cook sailed all around Australia and he didn't have a clue what was there.
He wasn't the real captain. And he wasn't Greek.
I can't believe it. We're not even in Adelaide yet.
It's only been 7 hours and 20 minutes, and we've still got 80 kilometres to go. Why don't you put your suit back and go to sleep? Like a good little girl.
Okay, Smarty, how do you do it?
They should have run by now.
They're coming from the bus, can't they?
They have never been away from home before.
Yes, I know that.
Sophia forgot her overcoat.
What does she need a coat for?
I don't trust Peter. I don't trust any of them.
They never let me down.
That's because you haven't done any business with him before.
I've known him for years.
He's talked you into this. It's a terrible gamble, you know, selling this place.
Eleni, you were there. You agreed.
I did not. I couldn't get the word in.
Look, nobody's forcing us to do anything.
Hello, Mum. Can you hear me?
Ask her if she's checked my bird.
No, we're fine. How's Dad? He's having a great time. Yeah, Grandad's right here. I'll get him for you.
Hello, yeah. How are you? Huh? Πώς είναι όλοι εκεί πέρα, καλά? Listen. Apples, 80 cents a piece. Bananas, $1 each. That's crazy. What? Yeah. I'm telling you, yeah.
Everything goes in there. Just yeah. They'll all be safe in there. Just bung them in there. That's right.
Okay, this I'll take inside the box.
Yes, that can go inside.
And the painting.
Yes, that masterpiece can go inside. That's right. Right, the stick. That's right. Welcome aboard the bus. Those who've just stepped on board. I am your new driver, Ron John. I will be taking you all the rest of the journey. Along the way, I will be pointing out points of interest to make it a more memorable journey. Various wildlife, vegetation,
anything I can think of to make it interesting for you. Now, I'd like to speak about the toilet. There is a latch on the door, and when you turn it one way, it says engaged. Whilst if you twiddle it the other way, it says not engaged, so don't twiddle it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention just for a moment. The little 15-stone fairy just told me it's Kerry Ann's birthday today. Kerry Ann, is it your birthday today?
Yes.
We've got Kerry Ann and Lulu Bell down there, have we? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kerry Ann. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! All you children at the back, if you look at the right, if you put your little noses up against the glass, you'll see a great big elephant. If you look at the left, you'll see a great big kangaroo. You see him? No. Yeah, I can see him. If you cross the two of them, what would you get?
Big holes all over Australia.
Great big holes all over Australia. You're very right, Kerry Ann.
Hands on your knees. That's right. Nice smile.
G'day. Getting off of Perth?
Yep.
Been there before?
No. Lift your head a bit. Now lift up the dark part of your glasses. That's better. Now, hands down by your side. Now, fix your shirt. I can't quite see the bit with Australia written on it. Very good. Now, you're right. Nice one.
A fag?
No thanks.
Where you from?
Melbourne.
You on the bus now?
Yeah, but where you from?
I told you I'm from Melbourne.
Well, what's your name?
Why do you want to know?
Well, what is it?
It's none of your business.
Yeah, none of your business.
Would you keep out of this?
Looks a little bit like Michael.
Shut up.
He's too young to smoke.
They do that to be cool. Yeah, but he's weird.
What's weird?
Like Nikos. Nikos is weird.
Yeah, but I don't smoke.
Come on. The bus is waiting. We must leave. Thalassa, Sophia, Nikos, the sea.
All on board now, everyone. Back on the bus, thanks. All on board. one missing. I think we had 32, there's only 31.
Granddad's not here.
Granddad! What are you doing? You still with us? What's the matter with you? Come back to the bus. Get back to the bus. What are you doing out there?
You can't hear a thing inside. Solid brick. Very, very quiet. Well, this is it. Virtually brand new. What do you think? Burglar alarm. State-of-the-art security system you've got here. Look, why don't you have a look around? Take your time. I'll be in the car.
To do me a favour. You see this crazy German Sheila over there? Run over there and tell her to come back to the bus right now. Every time I stop the bus, you hold me up. You hold me up every single time. Why do you?
Excuse me, please. You know, I'm coming from Germany to paint here with the soil I'm digging up first. And look here, that's a very special colored soil.
Yeah, I don't care if you paint with dust or gum leaves or twigs.
It's important.
I'm sure it's important. No more yet. No more yet.
The Aboriginal rock paintings.
Yeah. I'm sure they're very important.
You haven't said what you think.
About what?
The Yannis house.
How are you going to get the kids to school from there?
Well, I can drop them off in the morning and I come back on the bus. It's not a big problem.
How am I going to clean a big place like that?
How often do you run the vacuum in this house? 2 or 3 times a week. You're always complaining about the dust that gets in. Well, I tell you what, a modern house with central heating and air conditioning is completely different. You clean it once a week. Κοίταξε, Ελένη, We've never taken any risks. We've always been too scared.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you might be interested to know that we have crossed the state boundary and we're now well and truly in Western Australia. That's the good news. The bad news is that we've still got another 1,443 kilometres to go. So just sit back and relax and we'll have you all there in no time.
He's wrong, you know. He's 12 kilometres out.
Then why don't you go and tell him? Go on then. I bet you $1 you won't.
Okay, I will. Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
You're actually 12 kilometres out. I'm sure of it.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to make a correction. Our friend here, what did you say your name was again? Nikos has told me that I'm wrong. And in fact, he's right. I'm sorry to say that we don't have another 1,443 kilometres to go. It's really something like 1,455. So thank you, Nikos.
Okay. Where's my $1?
I haven't got $1. Wait until we get to Perth.
But in Perth, I'll have to charge you interest.
Asked you to wind your watches back an hour and a half. I now ask you again to wind your watches back 45 minutes, and we're then operating on Perth time. That does mean, of course, that you live to be exactly 2 1/4 hours older.
Mr. Frangialis? Hello. Welcome to Perth. Brian Stroud from Davco. Did you have a good trip?
Yes.
It's nice to see you. What we're going to do now is take you straight to the hotel, and on Tuesday we pick you up, take you to the station. From the station we fly you down to the land for the interview by helicopter.
I don't fly.
What do you mean you don't fly?
He does not fly.
But everybody flies.
No, not Granddad. Yeah, Granddad.
I think the important thing is right now. We'll talk about that on Tuesday, but I think to get you to your hotel, you must be exhausted.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Now,
This way.
All right, follow me.
Here's the one.
Thank you.
Right. What kind of place is this? No uso.
I'm just going to see Miss Georgialis in her penthouse.
Hi. How's your room, little boy?
Is this the famous Miss Georgialis, star of stage, screen, and stupid game shows?
Yeah, isn't this place fantastic?
It's okay. They should put some birds in here. What a waste of space. Imagine how many birds you could fit in here. Gee.
Straightforward enough. Pretty standard offer document. What's your worry?
What if the trees are worth more than that?
You said Helen's father was looking into that.
He's not going to know any better than I do. Look, Peter, let's be straight about this. I don't want to be pushed into anything.
You do what you want, Con. But if I'd listened to my wife, do you know where I'd be? I'd still be driving my little Honda instead of the BMW. Think about it. Sure shot.
$5.50 for an avocado? This gets worse all the time.
It's all paid for, Grandad. We don't have to pay for anything.
Why would they bring us out here on Friday? They don't want us until Tuesday. We can't hang around here for 3 days.
We could look around Perth.
Nothing to see. I've been here before.
That was in 1956. You told us.
Nothing changes that much.
Yes, it does. Everything changes all the time.
Well, not for the better anyway.
Coffee?
Do you have Greek coffee?
Sorry, we have decaffeinated.
I want Greek coffee, thank you.
Why don't we hire a car? One of those cheap ones, so we can go and look at the land by ourselves. That's why we came here, didn't we?
Now you are talking, my son. Come on, let's go. Sophia, leave a message for your mother. Nico, go get your road maps. We're getting out of here.
You, Grandpa. There is no road here. We should have turned left before the bridge.
Okay. What is this? Are you sure this is right?
It has to be. There's no other way of getting there.
But why does it say no trespassing?
Don't worry about it. Come on, just remove this sign. No trespassing.
We're stuck.
Oh, no, we are not. Let's get rid of this rubbish and push on. Come on.
I think someone put this here.
Ah, what nonsense. Come on. Let's remove this rubbish.
I told you we were stuck. You never listen.
All right. Let's get some sticks and leaves and branches and we'll be all right.
What was that?
What?
Didn't you hear anything?
No.
Now we've got a flat tire as well. And no spare.
How did that happen?
The valve's gone.
Now what? We're miles from the main road.
17.5 kilometres, actually.
And how far from the sea?
This is serious.
Look, we must be here, and our land must be there. So it can't be far. And if we go that way, it's also a shortcut to the main road.
As the Greek saying goes, Kallio ένα βήμα μπρος, para δέκα πίσω.
Better one step forward than 10 steps backwards.
Good boy. Come on, let's go.
This is beautiful.
That reminds me a bit of, what was called it? The Amazon.
You've never been to the Amazon.
Well, you can't have been everywhere, can you?
They were Indian ringnecks. I'm sure of it.
I'll wring your neck in a minute.
Yes. Yes, all right. Thank you. I told you he was irresponsible. They have hired a car. You know he doesn't even have a license.
He's got an international one.
Yeah, that was years ago. We should never have let him take the kids.
He knows his way around.
Yes, you remember when he went to Sydney by himself? What a mess. What am I going to say to Nikos about his bird?
Just don't tell him anything. We'll buy him another one. They all look the same.
You know, ever since they won that prize, it's been nothing but trouble.
Are you sure this is really our land?
It has to be. Look, there's our house.
Somebody's living there.
You're telling me.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I'm asking the questions.
This is our land.
This land belongs to nobody.
Yes, it does. We won it.
That's right. Now, please, put that gun away. These kids aren't going to do any harm.
Who are you?
Well, I am Christos, this is Nikos, and this is Sophia. Please, put that gun away.
Go inside, George. Go on. Go on, George. Well, that's George, and I'm Vera.
They tried to sell me a pair of gloves as well for handling it. Ridiculous. You know how much they cost? $150.
What? For a bird?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's the same?
Of course I am.
Why don't you put him straight in the cage?
It's all right. This one is very tame. Ah! It got me! Ah!
George? Get it back to them, George. Now go on, hand it over.
What is it? It's the tyre valve.
George took it. Sorry, but he just doesn't like people coming here.
Well, then, can you help us with our car so that we can leave?
Yeah, but not tonight. Too late now. You'll have to wait till morning. Which means you'll have to stay overnight. Now, don't worry. There's nothing to be afraid of. Besides, you don't have much choice, do you? Well, if all this is yours now, what you gonna do with it? Kick me and George off for starters?
We don't know. We haven't even seen it yet.
Wouldn't be anything for you to see if it hadn't been for us, you know.
What do you mean?
The loggers. Down in the valley, there's still a large virgin forest. Come, I'll show you. We've kept the loggers at bay, haven't we, George? George doesn't like them. Sends them packing every time they come around. Oh, just look at it.
How long have you been here?
Oh, 3 or 4 years. Ever since my husband died. The noise in the city killed him, you know. Too much noise these days, far too much. Cars, planes, radios, they're everywhere. The noise gets inside your head. It accumulates in your brain. Did you know that? People think it disappears, but it doesn't. It's like water. It evaporates and you think it's gone and then boom, it rains.
You can still see it.
Of course you can. I'll give her another coat before the morning. I never liked it much anyway.
Yes, you did. You used to show it to everybody. You were very proud of it.
That was years ago.
What a mess. Whose idea was this anyway? It was your idea for the lottery. All I did was the numbers. She's as crazy as you are. She's not crazy. She's just eccentric. Takes one to know one. What about George? He's a deaf. He's not deaf. Well, shut up then. I have to go to the toilet. Come with me. I'm scared. Okay. George is asleep. I just came to the toilet.
I don't like the wallpaper.
The wallpaper is a problem.
Warning, this room is private property. You must leave now, Warren Nikos, it's a wrap, and so on, and so on. Warning.
Oh, God.
Sleep all right, dear?
Fine, thanks.
Shh. Let them sleep. I want to show you the river. We'll take Rastus. That all right, George? George loves his dog. All the animals around here love him. Come on, let's go. Come on, Rastus. Lovely here in the morning, don't you think? Not a soul for miles. Don't know what I'd do if we lost this place. There you are. See what I mean? Splash your face. I do it every morning.
Don't you have anywhere else to go?
Come on. Wait, here you are. Come on. George does. That's the problem. He's supposed to be in a home, you see. I put him there after his father died. Seemed to think I couldn't take care of him. Nonsense. He takes care of me. Besides, he hated that home. You should see it. All those people crowded into one little space. The noise was terrible. He wouldn't have lasted long there, I'll tell you. So I kidnapped him and brought him here. Suppose they're still looking for him. And me. Come on. Come.
Ah! Ah! Wah! Wah! Ah! Mm.
You'll be right now. You don't want the pump, do you?
We'll be all right, I'm sure.
Thank you, George.
It's his way of saying sorry for the trouble he caused you. Isn't it, George? Now, you take care of these kids. They're special.
I know that.
I hope you do. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And thank you very much.
She's okay, isn't she?
Well, she's not bad for an Australian woman.
Come on, she's terrific.
Yesterday you thought she was crazy.
She's not.
Well, George is all right too. You should have seen the nest he showed me. 3 baby ringnecks. I've never seen the chicks before.
Oh, excuse me. Are you the Georgialises?
They are. I'm Frajakis.
Oh, of course. You're the grandfather. Pleased to meet you. I'm Bill Shapcott from Western Timber. We're the people who have made an offer for the trees on your land.
Yeah?
Yes, I sent a copy of the agreement to Mr. Georgialis, but he said you might like to talk with us.
It doesn't need to be this very second, does it?
Oh, no. Here's our office. It's just round the corner. Just pop in when you're ready. I'll see you later, kids, and congratulations on your win.
What's this about a timber company?
They want to buy the trees.
On our land.
To cut them down.
Not much good to them where they are now, are they?
Are you serious?
How come you didn't tell us?
It's your father's responsibility.
Well, what about us? It's our land.
Look, we've got to decide. Yanis has accepted our bid. We've got to go one way or the other.
I just don't understand it. What's so special about that place? Why do you like it so much?
I didn't say I like it. It's for the kids.
How do you know they like it?
Well, Sophia likes it.
She's the only one then.
What the devil are we going to do? You didn't like this house when we came here.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. Nothing is ever good enough for you. You know how much it's going to cost us if we don't go ahead with this? If we don't sell the house, we've got to pay for the advertising, the sign, the whole lot. It'll cost us thousands.
Hello? Hello, yeah. Patera, where are you?
Let me talk to him. Hello. What are you doing?
Listen.
Have you spoken to the people from the timber mill yet?
The man was here, but I didn't talk to him.
What? Why?
Well, the kids didn't want me to.
What about Sophia?
No. Sophia didn't either. Here, you talk to her about it, huh? You tell him.
Hello, Dad?
Sophia, what's going on?
Dad, we've decided we don't want you to sell the trees.
Have you gone crazy? What do you care about a bunch of trees 3,000 kilometers away from home? I am trying to buy a new house for you and Nikos. I'm trying to give you and your brother a better life.
Dad, listen. It doesn't matter. We don't care about that.
You don't care? You don't care that I break my back for you? Going to work every day at 5 in the morning? Working every weekend? You think I like that?
Stop screaming!
10 years I've been working myself into the ground. This is the first break we ever had. No way we're going to knock it back. That means the timber has to be sold, and it's going to be sold.
You just can't do that, Dad.
Yes, I can. I have. It's already done. I have signed the contract and sent it back. It's in the mail.
I wish we never won this stupid prize.
Hello? Sophia! Sophia! Θα τρελαθώ.
Well, I'm sorry, kids. We got the contract back this morning. There's not a lot I can do at this point.
Why not? You haven't actually paid my father anything yet.
No, but this is like an IOU. Once your father changes his mind, we've got to pay him. Now, look. This is good money we're offering. Very good money.
But that is not the point.
What do you mean it's not the point? Excuse me, Nikos. It is Nikos, isn't it? $70,000 is tops. In fact, I personally didn't agree with the assessment at all. It's well above average.
Well, I don't care if it's well above average.
Like I said, sorry. What else can you do with the land? It's too far even to think about. Hey!
Nikos?
That was a stupid thing to do. Did you have any better ideas?
We're really in for it now.
No, we're not. It's our land.
Give me a piece.
How come you've changed your mind about all this anyway?
I've been thinking, that's all.
How'd you manage that?
Come on, we're late. They're waiting for us.
Are you sure you wouldn't like to come?
Not me. There is too much noise. Get in your head, you know.
All right, come on, kids.
Now let's see how our lucky Aussies are doing in beautiful Western Australia. Remember Nikos and Sophie Georgialis? Well, here they are.
No, αρχίζει.
Well, here we are in sunny Western Australia with the winners of the Devco Lottery Prize of the Year. Here they are, Nikos and Sophie Georgialis. Hi there, kids. How are you?
Good.
Right. And we're here to share with them their tremendous sense of excitement at seeing for the very first time their very own 1,000 acres of fantastic bushland. Well, kids, now that you've seen it, what do you think of it?
It is fantastic.
It is fantastic. And it's a wonderful day here, too. Well, now that you've seen the land, have you decided what you're going to do with it?
We're not going to do anything with it. We just want it left alone.
Oh, I see. Well, what about you, Sophie? Do you agree with that?
Definitely.
But I understand that you've had a terrific offer on the trees here, worth thousands of dollars. Surely that must be tempting.
We have. But we don't want anybody coming in here and cutting down all the trees. We told them so. So we tore up their contracts and threw them away.
Well, there's a young man who knows his mind.
What? You know, Helen, we'll be ruined now.
Have you given a deposit to Yannis?
No, that was going to happen tomorrow.
Well, you can't go ahead with it now, can you?
Look, Con, it's no skin off my back. I've got 2 other buyers for that place. But mark my words, you'll be sorry 2 years from now. With the price of real estate going up the way it is,
I know all about that. But it's off. It's got to be. The auction, too. There's no point of having it now.
The auction? Your place? Hang on, Con. Do you realise you're talking about tomorrow afternoon? I couldn't call it off now if I wanted to. We've got the sign up out the front, the advertising in the shop window, and it's in all the newspapers. Like it or not, mate, people are going to be rolling up.
Well, you just have to tell them.
Hey, look. Do you know what this would do to my reputation? I can't do that. Con, this is my whole business. My whole life. Look, as a favour to me, just do this, will you? Have the auction. See what offers you get. If you're not happy, don't sell. I'll split the cost with you. However, if we get a fantastic price, I promise you I'll find you a place twice as good as the one you're in now. No worries. No worries at all.
Sorry we're late, Grandad. We came back with Vera. You were right about flying in helicopters.
Be glad you were not here when your father rang. He was furious.
Should I call him back?
For heaven's sake, don't. You want to give him a heart attack? He is totally out of his brain, and he is going ahead with the auction.
Of our house?
He has to. He reckons it's too late to stop now.
We must stop him.
It'll all be over by this time tomorrow.
Oh, stop being an old woman. Now push off, you two. Somebody has to do something. We've got to put our heads together.
Look at that.
What?
How's this possible? I put 3 coats on it.
What kind of paint did you use?
I don't know, I was on special.
You always trying to get things cheap.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Now we're gonna miss the plane.
Well, it's your grandfather's fault. We'd be there by now if it hadn't taken all night to talk him into it.
Flying is for the birds.
Oh, come on, Grandad. You can sit next to us.
If I don't get killed in the plane, your father is certainly going to kill me. Make sure I'm bird at sea. That's all I ask.
Oh, come on, you silly old man.
Calimericon.
G'day.
Quite a few people out there already. Plenty of interest. We'll get the show underway in a few minutes. Should be a good day. We'll see.
Ladies and gentlemen, the property is a freehold with no loans or encumbrances on the title. MMBW rates of $530 per year. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have to emphasise the location here within easy distance of tram, public transport, city, shops, all the facilities that people are looking for in the inner city area are afforded you here at 92 Potter Place.
Look, Helen, like I told Con, if you decide to sell, for the right price, of course, we'll find you a beaut place. Much better than this one. Nothing like the Yarnesses, I promise you. I know you didn't like that one.
Yeah, I didn't like it either.
Oh, Con, come on. It wasn't my fault, was it?
Wonderful opportunity this afternoon. What can I say to start for this property? Who'd like to give me a start? Anywhere at all, what can I say to start? Anywhere you like. At $50,000 on the left now, at $50,000 I have. At $50,000 I'll take $10,000 rises if you like. $92,500, I'll take $500 rise if you like. At 93, can I say? First call at $92,500. The gentleman's bid on the left at $92,500. 500 if you like, anywhere at all. 93, can I say? 93. At $93,000 in the front now. $93,000. Bids in the front at 93 I have now. I told you to go straight. Yes, I
did. 93,000.
It's not that bad, Con.
But you said it's worth 100.
93,000 είναι πολύ καλή τιμή.
No, it's not good enough.
Okay, mate. No worries. We'll try again, see what we can do.
ladies and gentlemen, at $93,000. Bids in the centre at $93,000.
I saw you on TV. You look great.
We're here to sell the property. $93,000. We'll take another $500 if you like, anywhere at $450. Before we go at $93,000. First call at $93,000. You're done. Bids in the centre at $93,000. Second call at $93,000. Third and final call at
$96,000.
At $96,000, sir. Bold bid at $96,000. Gentleman's bid in the centre at $96,000. I'll still take $500. Knows his values. Knows a bargain when he sees one. At $96,000. $500 if you like.
96.5.
96.5, sir. Thank you. $96,500. There's the bid at 96.5. At 96.5, $500 if you like, anywhere at all. Quickly. First call at $96,500. You're done. It's against you, sir. Second call at
$97,000.
Thank you. At $97,000. Bids in the centre at $97,000.
You see? There you are. It's up to 97. I told you not to worry.
First call at $99.5. Second call at $99,500. $100 can I say? 100. 100 now, sir. Thank you. $100,000 I have now. At $100,000.
Con, it's 100,000. It's $100,000.
101.
102. 104,000.
105,000.
106,000.
107.
108.
109.
110,000.
That's it. I'm done.
This is incredible, Con. $110,000 is way over market value. You'd have to be mad not to take it.
No further bidding at $110,000. Excuse me one moment, ladies and gentlemen.
What the hell are you doing here?
What are you talking about? I live here.
Nikos, Sophia.
Sophia.
Τι κάνετε?
Πώς ήταν αυτό, πότε ήρθατε, πού ήρθατε?
Να προλάβουμε να μην πουληθεί το σπίτι, βρε παιδάκι.
Πώς ήρθατε?
Δόξα τω καλά, μα ήρθαμε να σώσουμε την κατάσταση, να μην πουληθεί το σπίτι, βρε αδερφέ.
Αυτό ήταν καταπληκτικό. Έλα, ησυχία.
Ησυχία.
Καλώς ορίσατε.
Καλώς σας βρήκαμε.
My Indian ring neck laid an egg. How's that possible? It's supposed to be a male.
You never know these days, do you? It's a funny country.